Welcome back, everyone, for another round of Planet Nomads. I have finished my production facility, at least the top floor, with everything going in that. So it is in full swing. Quick rundown. We come in here. We've got 16 total 3D printers, and medium 3D printers, and then we've got 2 medium refineries. All of these are busy working. They were all started off at 1,000 and they have been going for a while. I have blue lighting everywhere, tied into the same production power, so it's all nice and decorative looking, and whenever I cut the power to production, all the light turns off. I might add some more lighting on the outside, but right now it's got enough glow coming through thanks to the glass that I really am not worried about it. I have not done anything with this yet because I kind of lost the idea that I had going for this part, but that's something we'll work on later. Right now we have a new design that I've played with a little bit in creative mode, but has a very interesting feature. Yeah, so this one comes to us from Tang Ep14. This is the Magnetic Lifter MK1. We are going to go ahead and get it built today because this thing has got some really great potential utility. And for the meantime, I am going to start taking some stuff apart that I no longer need because of what this lifter is going to do. All right, so this is the Magnetic Lifter, which implies a certain type of functionality. And I better toss some power in there quick because it is about to run out. Now, it took me a moment when playing with this to find everything I would need for it. So quick rundown is the cockpit's underneath. We've got a main power, we have air blades, and then this one here, when you look at the name, magnetic. So what this does is pushes power to the hover pad right here, and or elevator magnetique, and a light. And basically what this allows us to do is we're gonna go here. And I took the top piece off of this because that would get in the way just a little bit. And so you want to kind of use the light as a guide to line this up. Wish we had a smaller beacon that would shoot a beam of light. And there we go. You see it picking up. Bam! We have a magnetic attach lift kind of thing. Now, it does not turn with you, so that is a little bit of a problem, but it does afford an interesting capability. Now, this is not going to work super great with things like the existing setup I have over here. That's not what's great about this. What is great about this is when you break it down to just the container, you can move the storage container itself with the mover tool. Alright, so I've got it down to the bare essentials. And basically, the goal is to really place it like that sort of thing. I believe it's connected in. But it should be possible to set it up the right way where all it is you dock it to something. And with that docked, I should be able to take it with this and move the container around. I'm not hurting for resources just yet, though I am going to be getting close to out of things like cobalt, so I will need to go get that soon, but that is not set up with any kind of production site, so that's just simply me going over there, loading up as much as I can in cargo. And okay, so that is not working right now. It's attached to the base, which, you know, I can understand simplicity, making it where it has to be connected in somehow, but what about just having it floating in the air? Like, why can I not move it here like that? Cannot place block here. Why not? If I do like that, and then I go, boop, and it falls and rolls. Okay, well, forgetting that, let's just say I do the same thing. I set up a little pad like this. It just has a connection that stems off from over here or something like that. Like, you know what? Let's just do a little post that goes up from here and functions that particular way. All right, so I've got it set to the exact height. Now, it won't let you place it like too close to where it currently is. So you have to kind of come here. But let's say I'll do this. I go here, bam. I've got that. I go, boop. It drops straight down. That means now I should just be able to drop in here. And, well, we'll have to wiggle in a bit to collect it. But that should work to let me carry it. So a little trickery on my part to make it work exactly right. But I think this is going to make it happen. Maybe. Or did I? Oh, wait. Did I turn that off and not turn it back on? Magnetic. Full thing. Elevator. Bam. There we go. Okay. So it's jiggly. It's not exactly like a perfect implementation of a mechanic. It definitely is a little bit of a buggy aspect to it, but it works. And this means basically I don't have to fuss with trying to line something up and drop it in. I can now retool everything to just be a little pad where I come in, I have like a little pad that's for specifically connecting things. Like, let's say I'm just going to be, oh yeah, I'm just bringing it here. This is where I'm going to drop it. I'm going to turn it off. And hopefully it doesn't do that. But then I would just go and be like, all right, time to grab it. Bam, grab it. Go over here. Here's my little spot that's marked. I know no matter where I place it, I'm going to get a connection. And bam, there we go. It'd be connected into it. Straight on the platform. No fuss. No, specialty with conveyors, conveyor connectors. No weirdness with winches trying to slide things into place. Just the mover tool and a little trickery to make it so you can pick it up when you take it back. All right, test time. We have the mover tool, we have an open space, and I have the container, which should, based on the way the top piece looks, and how much is lagging up now, it should be connecting it in to the storage and production chain. And there we go. You can see it's tied into everything else right there. No fuss, just the container docked to a spot where there is a connection. So all of this is no longer really necessary. All I need is this one spot right here, and that is for the conveyor connector one. We'll put that there. I'm going to do red on it again. Oh, no. What the? What? Okay. Normally if I do that, it switches back, and now it didn't do that. But yeah, basically I can bring this in, just dock one here. The real problem is going to be moving it because that delay when I disconnect it from the system. So what I need is to create the little assembly of the hover pad, which I've not done before, but I've experimented with it in a set of designs before. But basically using a little hover pad to, you turn it on or turn it off, and because of it lifting or dropping, it connects a conveyor connector into a setup. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to do something like that there. Right side, I hit the switch, it drops the connection, which would mean the delay happens then. And that way, when I get the mover tool out to move it, there's no delay because the system's no longer hooked in on that container. So that is the goal. I have just never built one of those systems before with the little hover pads. So that's going to take some work. But this also means I really don't need anything special in terms of a landing pad at the other bases. So I could go to the cobalt, silver, aluminum place and place one of these down, connect it into the existing mining rig, and when I come back, I just disconnect it and set it on a pad, which I'll have to do something about that. Alright, so I'm here at this rig that is full and still trying to drill, which is nice. You can see the new values over here. Definitely a lot of cobalt and aluminum, very little silver, and more silicon from here than the other ones. So yeah, that's completely full. And I bet I have a lot of stuff in the container. So really, This is a great design for just normal use, but with this new magnetic lifter setup, I really do not need any storage on this. What I need is basically just the mining rigs and a point to dock a single container, along with still having solar panels on it. So I'm going to have to do some modification to this. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is just build out a set of conveyor connectors to get this where I can connect in that U or AU storage container. So I'm just going to dump everything out of the default mining rig compact container setup, and by collecting it this way and then dumping it back in, I can dump it into the big container much more easily and then carry it back. So if you're looking for some simple way just to be like, hey, I don't want to have to put stuff in my inventory, go back and forth and do it like this, you could do this technically. Just have it all like the way I'm doing here. I just grab everything, then go and double click to dump it into the big container that I have opened, and then I'm going to disconnect it and carry it back. Make it a little bit easier also to transport bulk materials from a mine site without messing with the whole tying everything in. And here we go. We're going to take this out. Boom. It drops. We'll go ahead and clear this out just because of clearance. You know, when I bring that back, and basically I just bring the other thing back. I should have brought the lifter, but I can bring it back, grab it, and carry it straight back. So let me go ahead, grab the toad here, head back, get the lifter, return, and grab that container. Here we go. We are dropping in, collecting this. There we go. Yep. Got it. And turning back to the base. Let's see how this flies. Does it fly slower? Not really. Is hitting 32, 33 kilometers before. Now it's hitting the same speed. You know, and I mean, look how much easier that was. Yes, I had to line it up pretty close to the center, but it does kind of snap in a little bit to the center. It's not like the little fork method we were using with the other one. And more importantly, when I get over here, I just have to drop it close enough that it doesn't flip out everywhere. As long as it doesn't go flipping off to the side someplace crazy, I just use the mover tool, pop it in. No weirdness with winches, no weirdness with trying to line things up as they drop in, and much cheaper because all it is a storage container. It does seem to have some kind of weirdness with the flight mechanic. I don't know if this is because of it carrying something, because I noticed this kind of thing earlier too, or if it's just something with the way the air blades are functioning. But you see, I'm turning steadily right. I'm not even doing anything. It was just turning steadily right, and now it seems to be straightening back out for some reason. All right, we are coming up on my base. I forgot to turn the lights off on that once I docked everything. So basically, same thing as like I was saying. It'd be almost like, you know, bringing it up here to grab it. Oh, ah. Well, that did not work. I didn't go quite high enough, but it's just sitting there. It's not falling or anything. It's just sitting there. I really should have made that a little bit further back, I guess. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Okay. Physics just went off the wall crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm being... Wow. Okay. So, I am going into orbit. Because of that. I guess it finally triggered... Look at that. I'm hitting almost 2,000 kilometers an hour. Ah! Okay, so obviously there are some possible issues with the physics if you accidentally hit something and knock the storage container in a weird way, or get it stuck on something like I did. So maybe save before you get in too close and try to slow down a bit. I want to see if I can just drop this off. I may extend that ledge there out a bit more. That's where I want to have it picked up. I mean, as long as I can drop it without it flipping out all over the place. And that's my concern right here. I bet this is not going to work very well. But, well, where'd it go? Did it roll down this way? Oh, there it is. Well, yeah, that definitely didn't work. And look at this. There's something going on with the air blades on this because it is constantly spinning that way. Even just sitting still, all it's doing is constantly spinning. You know, I bet, well, no, it can't be. It should not be from that being on or off. It's still going. So there's something weird with the physics or the implementation on this, that it is just constantly spinning in that direction while I keep having to adjust the way I'm facing. But let me get this landed and turned off, and then I can go ahead and get to work on putting that container into the system. And there we go, large container 14 connected into the entire production chain. And I just so happen to have a few extra things that have been produced from the time I came back to the time I went back there to get the container. So I have plenty of supplies in the cobalt, aluminum, silver right now. And that should help me out for a while I get some other stuff put together to make this work a little bit better. My unlimited mining has once again turned off. It just seems like for some reason mine does not want to stick when I do that change in the database configuration. Maybe that's why they did not add it into the game itself directly, because they can't make it work consistently with existing games. It's only if you get it set immediately at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so aside from still having problems with the mining, you know, turning back to limited mining and running out of resources at my different deposits, everything's working fine. You see, I still haven't messed with the docking on that anymore because I haven't moved it in a while. And I really don't have much of a need for that now. I think I might end up just taking that one apart to make room for a bigger vehicle over there, or maybe just to put that one there. That definitely works nice. It does take a little getting used to in terms of the maneuvering of it, especially when the fact it rotates slowly to a side, even when sitting still. But that is how compact it is for 2 containers. That means if you really wanted to, and I've already seen somebody release a design based around this sort of thing, you could have an entire set of containers there. The problem would be just you'd have to pick one up, move it somewhere to get picked up by the magnetic pickup, and then do the same thing where you bring it back and drop it off and move it with the mover tool. But that makes it so much easier. I could technically build several more and have them all connected. I don't think I'm going to do that. I just do not need to have that many different sites going. But if I wasn't using these containers, that's what I would do. Of course, in that case, I would want to have more logic control over the direction of materials going through production. So like these would be the inputs, and then outputs would have another direction that feeds to a different set of containers. That would be nice. That would work great with these, and just have this be my inputs from the remote sites. But yeah, this is going nicely. You know, I forgot to do some of the cosmetics on that side. How about that? I did miss a few things still. I went with the blue after all because it does kind of look all right. Not great. It's not perfect. It's all right. And now what happened? I'm not saving. What happened? Just okay. The weird building stutters are coming back now with this. All right, so that's gonna be it for this episode of Planet Nomads. So if you enjoyed it, you know the drill. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about the lifter design that I'm using now. And of course, hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.